Okay, let's let them in. Did we just lose Jackie?
Looks like it.
She was just here.
So
Yeah,
Jackie left.
We did lose her. We'll have to watch for her.
She couldn't stand the body, Stacy. She couldn't stand the competition.
Yeah. Here she
I
goes.
got her. Oh, well, we got someone else.
And we're live, by the way, broadcasting.
Awesome.
All right, Jackie, whenever you're ready.
Did you co-host her?
Of course I did.
Okay.
Did we lose her again then?
No, she's there. She's just muted and camera off. Maybe she hasn't gotten her connection yet.
Yeah, if you're waiting. You seem like she was pretty stable before. Jackie, are you with us?
I'm here. I'm so sorry. I couldn't get unmuted. I apologize. But it's better late than never.
Yep.
So here we go. I'm Jacqueline, your crazy host that's late. But anyway,
Are we recording yet or?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
we are.
Okay.
I would like to welcome you all to our weekly Wednesday Dine. And
We just lost her again. Well, our crazy host tonight, Miss Jackie, is like totally wanting to end this year of 2022 on an amazing note that she's so excited. I think she keeps hitting the wrong buttons. I'm just saying.
Here she comes, here she comes, here she comes.
Who's coming?
Jackie, she keeps
Changing.
losing, dropping off. She gets too excited and her computer blows up.
All right, Jackie.
okay, I swear to God, this is not April Fool's. It is. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time, y'all. I'm Jacqueline. I'm going to be your MC this evening, and I do apologize. This is our weekly Wine and Dine. We do this every Wednesday. And what better way? This is our last Wednesday of the year, so we decided to bring in the new year a little bit, 2023. Tonight is December 28th, 2022. And the way that, if this is the first time that you have ever been with us, sit back because you're going to learn some education about our wines, as well as we have a lineup of cooks and some fabulous recipes that you're going to learn different wines to pair with. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. But before we get started, we always start the evening with a toast. And we have our very own CEO, Mr. Rory Wickard. Rory, take it away. And please don't be like me and disappear.
I try not to disappear unless it's to go enjoy more wine, but this is our, I'm going to do a Pinot Noir. This is one of our Grand Crus that we will no longer carry because it's done. But when we're going through the wines, I'm like, I haven't been drinking enough Pinot Noir lately. And I've been really hitting the other reds. But I got to tell you, we've got our Grand Cru wines for New Year's Day celebrations and so forth. I've already bought the cheeses for the charcuterie. We've already got the meats, and we're ready. Like we're going to be bringing the new year on in style. I'm just going to do a toast here. I'm going to toast to an exceptional 2022 that we had, and bringing on the new year. I cannot wait for our first Wednesday of next year when we launch the year off with another one of these. So make sure you're here next Wednesday. We'll be turning the corner into a whole new year, and we're still going to be pairing foods and wines because, well, we got to eat. Cheers to everybody. Happy New Year.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy New Year. So very much, Rory. So we're going to proceed on with the evening, and I am so excited to be able to introduce our host for this evening. She's a dear friend of mine. She's from South Texas, Miss Stacy Southward. Take it away, Stace.
Thanks, Jackie. All right, guys. So we're here to have fun, right? If you guys are here for the first time tonight, I hope we give you some fun laughs, some great information on how to enjoy wine. Basically, open a bottle, grab some food, and enjoy. That's what it comes down to. But I've got 4 of my teammates, because it's New Year's, guys. We have to have a full course meal. So we're not just doing an appetizer and a main entree and a dessert. We've added in a side dish. So we're doing a 4-course meal tonight. I have for our appetizer, Miss Sandy Justo. Sandy, what are you cooking tonight and what are you pairing with it?
I'm doing a cheesy shrimp ciabatta toast that I am pairing with the parables that I took out 10 minutes, as my Rory says, take it out 10 minutes, let it get to room temperature. The ingredients in this is I took a skillet with some butter in it and threw shrimp in that, kind of coated it with Old Bay seasoning. And then in the mix, I put Hellman's, dill, fresh chives, and I love this garlic pepper that I have. And I also put garlic in it, and this is the way it looks going in. And I'm gonna cook it for like 10 minutes, and it's gonna be crispy, great, and move on to someone else.
Awesome. That looks delicious, Sandy. And I got a preview of your recipe, and I shared it with my family tonight while we were eating our charcuterie board. And they're all wanting to try all of the recipes we're cooking tonight, but especially yours. That'll be
Forgot
a great
about the shrimp. Yes, there's shrimp in it.
Yep. All right. So next up is our side dish. Helen Ransom, you have been with me for a long time. I actually inherited you as a student, and I'm so excited I get to call you mine now. And what are you cooking tonight, and what wine are you pairing with it tonight?
Okay. Now I'm a big thing about vegetables. Most people don't serve a vegetable. They'll do an entree, they'll do a dessert, they'll do an appetizer, but they skip a vegetable. People don't like veggies. Well, tonight I'm going to make zucchini fritters. This is a zucchini, okay? You peel it, you grate it, you put it up one of these things and grate it into little pieces. And then you put in a colander and put a teaspoon of salt on it to kind of get the moisture out of it. Then you mix it with basil, oregano, a couple of eggs, what else? A little bit of onion powder, clove of garlic. There's a lot you can do with a vegetable that people don't think about.
Any flour?
When you mix it all together, it makes an ugly looking, yucky stuff like this. Okay.
It's not green.
It's in an egg batter. You put
Any
it,
flour in there, Helen?
yes. This, by the way, is a gluten-free recipe. I use a 1/4 cup of gluten-free flour, all-purpose flour. My family is gluten-free. And my daughter has her own little bakery, so she makes her own gluten-free all-purpose flour. It's really good. And then you mix the zucchini in with the mixture of egg that you've beaten up in that, and you pour it into a pan, and you get fritters. Okay. Now, this is great as a side dish for your dinner, but we used it yesterday as a healthy snack for our my granddaughters. So, you take this, you can dip it in ranch dressing, you can dip it in a little avocado. The recipe calls for coconut oil, to cook it in coconut oil. My family didn't really like the coconut taste of it with the zucchini and the egg. I thought it was kind of good. But then I like different things. And then, so I tried it tonight with a little bit of avocado oil in the pan. And you can use an avocado dip, kind of cover up the taste if you don't like the flour of it. And then once it's done, you take them out, you put them on a piece of paper, you get the oil off, and you start all over again. One zucchini with this recipe will make about 6 fritters. So if you're making it for yourself, it's great for a snack. If you're making it for your dinner, use 2 or 3 zucchinis, depending upon how big your family is.
Nice. And what wine are you pairing with it?
Oh, Peter informed me that Sauvignon Blanc is the only thing to eat with zucchini.
Yes.
So I have Discovery's 2009 Sauvignon Blanc.
Very nice. Very nice. Oh, can't wait. Can't wait to hear more.
Well,
I'm not a
great.
zucchini person, but that actually sounds really good. I'm intrigued to try that.
It calls for lemon zest. And if you all don't know what lemon zest is, you take your nut grater and you just rub it on the lemon peel and you get this real fine yellow
Dust.
nothingness. It adds flavor, but it has no texture to it. So it's great. If you see a recipe that says lemon zest or orange zest, that's what it means.
That's great. That's great information. Awesome. Thank you so much, Helen. All right. So next up is our main entree. Mary Forrestal, what are you cooking in your new Florida kitchen and what wine are you pairing with it?
I'm going to be making a baked Italian chicken dish, chicken thighs, and I'm going to be pairing it with my Parables wine. And I started out, I browned my chicken first, and then I put it in my slow cooker, and then I mixed some ricotta cheese, some freshly ground Parmesan cheese with some salt, and then I put that on top of the chicken, and then I put some spicy marinara sauce on it. So I got it in there. It's all done. So all I need to do is add my mozzarella cheese to the top and let it melt. And then I'm going to serve it with some rice, white rice.
Awesome. Now, this kind of goes against a lot of what some of us have been taught about wines, right, Peter? Where you all pair with this is a red sauce, but she's using a white wine, and it works because why?
Well, red, it's colored red, but it's also when I cook in tomato sauce, I always put white wine, not red wine, into the sauce. Because red wine, the tannins are kind of work against the tomatoes, and you really want that acidity. Tomatoes are acidic. You want that bright, crisp acidity that you get out of those white wines. So it actually works a lot better with a tomato sauce than a red wine would. You could go with a very light red wine like a Pinot Noir or a Grenache, but for this dish, really the white wine's the way to go.
Thank you.
Perfect. Awesome.
And I've already tried it, so it tastes good.
All right. Thank you, Mary. We'll check back when we share all of our bites and our dessert. Now we've gone with white for the first 3 courses. That bottle's going to be empty. So Rick, our bottle's empty. What are you cooking for dessert tonight, and what are you pairing with it? If you could unmute and share with us.
Okay, so I'm making a dirt cake. It's a very simple, real quick dessert you can make, and I'm going to be pairing it with the Richard Merlot. And so basically all it is adding 2 boxes of French vanilla pudding, whipped cream, and 3 cups of milk in one bowl. You stir all that up, and in another bowl, you take a 1/4 pound of butter, soft butter. It was a cup of powdered sugar and 8 ounces of cream cheese. Okay, and that gets all stirred up in another bowl. And then when you get them all stirred up, you add them together. and it looks something, can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, it looks like that. And then what I'm gonna do is I got Oreo cookies that I crunched up. Now, there's two ways you can do this. You can do the hillbilly way, like I do it. You can put it in a plastic bag and take a rubber mallet and just beat them up until you got crumbs. Or if you have a blender, you just throw them in a blender. But this is one large pack of Oreo cookies -6. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the cream, and then I'm going to add some Oreo cookies, and then I'm going to add cream, and then I'm going to add Oreo cookies, and then when we get to the top, it'll be Oreo cookies on top. And I forgot the gummy worms, so I'm sorry. But you can, if you want to decorate this, you can decorate it with gummy worms, or you get some flowers to stick on top for decoration purposes. But it'll all be done when I come back.
Awesome. Awesome. And I love finishing a dessert with a red wine.
Yes. So that's, I
Yeah,
figured that.
and if anyone's new, they may not know this, but everyone who's been here more than a week knows Rickard Merlot and chocolate.
Yeah. So, and so it'll all be ready when we come back.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Well, while we're waiting for everybody to go ahead and get their food all going here, I want to take a moment and explain a little bit of what we've got going here. We have a Wine of the Month Club, and we're not about, consuming a ton of wine. I mean, it's a nice benefit, don't get me wrong, because it's amazing wines, but we're about educating people about the wonderful magic that wine can create for any occasion. And to do that, every month we get 4 bottles of wine, and you can do mixed or all red or all white. I highly recommend doing mixed just to experiment and expand your palate. And the person that invited you here tonight, or if you just stumbled on us, reach out and someone will definitely assist you. We're a wine tasting club. All of our wines are exclusive to us. You will not find any of these wines on a shelf in any wine store across the United States or elsewhere. They are, you've seen the names, the Rickard Merlot. It's for Rory Rickard. We have all of these exclusive labels. All of these wines are boutique-y wines where when the vintage is gone, it's gone. So we get kind of possessive on some of them before they run out. And hearing that Rory said the Pinot Noir Discoveries is not coming back because it's gone, that is one of my favorites. But I've got several Rickard Merlots on hand, so I'm good there. But we have several benefits just for being a customer, that when you refer 3 friends in, you can get free wine. Now, if you guys are looking for some supplemental income, we've got a great compensation, a great opportunity for you to earn side money. And you can turn it into a full-time business like I have and others have. Get back to the person that invited you here, and they'll share more information with you on how you can go about joining in. And the recipes, for those of you that are with us here on the Zoom live, the recipes are being posted in the chat down below. Click on that little chat button and you can get the links. Otherwise, they will be posted on the recording at the end when it gets posted out on YouTube. So with that, let's swing back around. I think we've given enough time for Miss Sandy for her.
Before we go back to Sandy, you were talking about our education. And one of the things, obviously, tonight's part of our education, but we also do more. In fact, you yourself are doing a special education thing on Saturday about why you cook with wine. And I think that's terrific. And so don't miss that, everybody. If you're around Saturday, you got to make time for that. It's going to be worth it.
Yes. Thank you, Peter. Yeah. I there's so many people that feel that, I don't drink enough wine to consume 4 bottles a month. And you'll learn. 4 bottles may not be enough. But no, seriously, you can cook with the wines. And I want everybody to learn more about that part of what our wines bring to the table at any meal. As Mr. Larry said, wine is great for breakfast. Oh, he says any meal without wine is called breakfast. No, I'm sorry, that's called sparkling with orange juice.
Right, and a Pinot Noir is great with eggs, so.
Pinot Noir is great with eggs. That's good to know. All right. So, Miss Sandy, how is our ciabattas? Can you unmute for me, Miss Sandy? I see you're working away. There she is.
Yep, I was just cutting it.
All right.
So here's where we're at.
Ooh.
Ooey gooey. I'm not sure I want to eat it right now. It's probably really hot, but anyway, I would probably put it in a little bit longer than the 10 minutes, but we're gonna try it. Really crunchy with the ciabatta. Now, I've been drinking the Parables. It's pretty dry. Not a sweet wine. I'm gonna try it now with the shrimp. Totally changes the flavor. Now it seems a little bit sweeter to me with the dill and all the shrimp and all that stuff than what it was when I was just sipping it while I was baking it.
So the wine changed flavor.
Yeah, the wine changed flavor when I ate that. It was kind of a dry. I love it. It's dry. But then when I ate that, it got a little bit, to me, a little bit, how do I explain it?
Probably fruitier, maybe.
Fruitier, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's not. Sorry.
Yeah.
Keeps trying. Yeah, fruitier. It's not as dry. It tastes really good.
Yeah,
with all the ingredients in it.
Yeah, like some of those spices and probably the shrimp can be kind of sweet, so it can probably brought out a little of that.
That could be. Yeah, it was very good.
Well, what I like about you saying that the wine changed flavor, for those of you that have tried wines and said, no, I don't like wine because of the flavor, you maybe didn't have the right food with it, or any food for that matter, because the food can enhance, they complement each other. That's why we say our wines create magic. Things happen with the flavors and aromas when you pair wine with food.
That's definitely good. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sandy. All right. Helen
in her amazing hat.
Here's your frittatas. I have a little bit of ranch dressing on the bottom to dip them in. You can use avocado dip. My kids ate my avocados today, so we didn't get that. But I mean, basically, they can be a finger food as a snack or served as a side on with your dinner. But it also works if you use the right amount of flour with it. When I made it for my family, I added a cup. It called for a quarter cup. They were kind of dry, but they're not now. And it has a nice taste of the lemon that comes through on it.
Awesome.
Like I say, I'm not a drinker. So
yep, I was just going to ask you if you had your wine taster with you tonight or not, but no, obviously not. No worries.
We're a non-drinking household.
Yep.
So this is the wine. It's Discovery's Sauvignon Blanc, the year is 2019. Peter, if we ever get together, I'll make some of these and you can try the wine with them and see how it works.
Oh, happy to do it. Yeah. The reason that you do a Sauvignon Blanc with the zucchini is there's certain things, vegetal flavors, that grassy vegetal flavors don't go well with a lot of wines, but Sauvignon Blanc already has that. So it's just a natural with salads, with zucchini, with all kinds of vegetables. Anything green, you want to go with Sauvignon Blanc.
So would the Sauvignon Blanc bring out the lemon flavor or the zucchini flavor?
It would bring out both.
Cool. Who
So
knows?
yeah, that
I may just crack the bottle open and try it later. Don't tell anybody.
we won't. You just told it, you know, all our close friends here, but that's about it.
Take it to your room, Helen.
Everything goes to my room.
Awesome. Thank you so much for cooking tonight. All right, Mary, how are those chicken thighs?
Oh, I got them plated. I don't know if you could see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I finished it with the mozzarella cheese, and I'm pairing it with my parables. So let's give it a try. Yeah, that tastes good. It brings out the spices in my marinara sauce and a little bit of the cheese. And it also, the wine itself changed to me and has like a fruity taste to it in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
really
that
changed the, yeah.
That Parables is probably one of the most food-friendly wines ever.
Yeah.
It is just, that one is, it can go with anything. And,
Yeah.
and we, it's like I said, with the spices, you know, you had a spicy sauce, you need something crisp and acidic. You had that tomatoes that's already acidic, you're playing along with it. So it should, yeah, I'm really picturing that taste in my brain right now. That's,
Oh yeah, it tastes really good. My husband will help me finish the bottle tonight when he gets home.
if you don't finish it on your own first.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Mary. It looks absolutely delicious, and I can't wait to try that recipe myself. I'm so glad that Jackie's been posting the links in our chat for us. All right, let's round up this meal. Rick Overstreet, I saw your grandson in there licking the spatula.
Yeah. So this is what it looks like when it's done. And hopefully you can see through the bowls, it's layered. You see that, how it's layered? Okay, so anyways, so what we do is I recommend serving this in small bowls because
Yeah.
it's sweet and rich. Okay, so I got my son-in-law standing right here. And usually what I do is I serve everybody a little small dish like this, and then this bowl right here, I'm digging that out, the rest is mine. So anyway, he's gonna do the wine test for me, the wine tasting for me. So come on over here, John.
Welcome.
All right, what am I doing?
You're gonna taste it, and
Yeah.
then you're gonna taste the wine and pair the wine, see how the wine makes the dessert taste, and see how the dessert makes the wine taste.
Well, the dessert's delicious. Delicious.
What do you feel the difference between when you just taste the wine and what does it do? Does it make a difference in the dessert taste? Does it bring out any certain flavors?
Definitely the chocolate impacts the flavor of the wine. I mean, I'm kind of put on the spot right here, but but the dessert's delicious. Every single bottle of wine that I have from Wine Ambassador is amazing. So I don't know. That's what I got. I'm gonna go drink.
Yeah. And the
Very
great thing about
trusting
it
of
is
your father-in-law there, John. I'm just saying, you know, he could have poisoned you or something, but you knew he was giving you a good wine.
Exactly. Well, I saw him
Yeah.
pour out the bottle. I saw him open it. So
okay, Rick, what's your
Awesome.
verdict?
Did you get some, Juliet?
I only got one more.
It enhances the chocolate in the pudding, so you don't. I feel I taste more chocolate than I do the sweetness of the pudding.
Right. Yeah, because it should cut some of that richness and sweetness and make it a little. So do you think it makes the wine more or less sweet, or what do you think it does there?
It sweeten up the wine a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like we always tell people, Ricker Merlot, another wine taster here.
I have an audition in it. So.
Yeah, Jackson, no.
Good try, buddy.
He's probably got a basketball game. Where's Juliet?
Juliet's being shy.
Ah, G-pop. All right.
All right.
Well, thank you guys so much for cooking. Thank you, John and Juliet and Jackson and Gina for being the testers for G-pop. There's Juliet.
There she is.
It's bedtime. I love that we get the whole family involved. That's the even more magical thing with the wine club is it brings families together. It gives you guys, things to talk about, adds to different conversations that we have. So at this point, I just want to thank everyone. We've had an amazing year of 2022 with this amazing wine club. There's so much more coming yet with the different wine varietals, the vintages, something about whiskey we saw last week. We've got lots coming. And I just hope that if you're here looking to see if this is a wine club for you, that you come and join us and just have some fun with us. Learn more about the wine experience that we have here, and let's have some fun. And for that, I wish you all a happy new year. Cheers to a great 2023.
Cheers, everyone. Love you all.
Cheers.
Happy New Year.
Thank you so much, Stacy. That was absolutely a wonderful wine and dine. And if Rory is around, we always like to get his wit and wisdom about how the dishes and the wines paired. So, Rory?
Well, again, this is getting harder for me because the education level of everybody around here is constantly increasing. And the more they explore, the more they're putting things together. There's not a lot for me to say, and that's a big statement by itself. But you guys are having fun and you're mixing stuff together and you're enjoying these wines. And so when the next varietal comes out, we just know we can do this and this, and there's just more in constant learning. So to end this year and going into next year, I'm just going to just say this. I'm excited about what else we're going to find out together as we just continue this education path. And I'm super excited.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We also always enjoy hearing from you, Rory. And I guess we're going to wrap up for this evening. Please join us next week. But anyway, be safe this holiday weekend and have a happy new year. See you next week. Same time, same channel.